In this video, I want to share 3 steps that I learned from Tony Robbins that literally helped me break through with my music. Hey, it's John here at Hyped It. In this video, I want to share 3 steps that I learned from Tony Robbins that literally helped me break through with my music. And if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, he's a performance coach to people who are at the top of their game. So he coaches presidents, movie stars, music celebrities, major league sports teams, everybody who's at the top of their game and needs to stay there or accelerate further. This is when they bring in Tony Robbins. And a couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to attend one of his events, and he shared 3 steps with the audience on how to grow any business. And it really resonated with me, and it's something that I applied to my music. At the time, what I thought was the path to success and the path to fame and the path to being recognized as a music artist was to be in all places as much as possible. So I went for radio, I went for playlists, I wanted to be on all music platforms, on all social media platforms, and I tried to do it all and just make sure I'm in front of as many people as possible. And I call this sort of the shotgun approach to marketing, where you're not really aiming at one particular target, you're just trying to put yourself out there as much as possible. The problem was, I invested so much time, so much energy into setting all this up and maintaining all this exposure, but I wasn't really getting anywhere. I wasn't really growing a fan base. I wasn't really growing income with my music. And this is when these 3 steps that Tony shared resonated with me and helped me change my approach. So let me tell you what that was. So step 1 that Tony taught us was know your dream customers. And I translated that to mean know your dream fans. Instead of trying to be everywhere and try to be everything to everyone, basically, just look at who are the fans that are really most likely to fall in love with your music, and then try to attract those. Don't try to attract everybody, just try to attract those dream fans. And the way I translated that for me was to go after fans of similar sounding artists. So I stepped back and I thought, who's out there? Which artists or bands are out there who already attract fans that are most likely to fall in love with music because what they do sounds very similar to my style and my genre. And so I went after their audience, right? I tried to put myself in front of their audiences rather than going broad and marketing to everybody. And that worked with the same amount and effort, and actually less time and effort than I was spending before. I was able to get more engagement because I focused my energy to get in front of that perfect audience of dream fans. And then the second step Tony shared was know your irresistible offer. And what he meant by this is when you know your dream customers, you have to know what the perfect offer is that they can, buy from you. And with us as music artists, it's a little bit different. It's not always about a transaction first, I feel. But the way I thought about it is, if a new fan discovers your music, there's a certain level of gratification and excitement there, right? It doesn't matter whether your song is new or years old, but the moment a fan hears it for the first time and it's music they like, they get excited about it. So how could I be more exciting than most music out there, right? Because most music artists will just say, hey, my new single is out here, click the link and then go there. My new album is out here, click the link and go there. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something that helps me stand out a little bit more. And this is where I, back then, developed download gates and link gates. This is where the technology came from, because I had this idea that if I could give fans some exclusive content or access to some of my exclusive content right away as a reward for engaging with my music, I could even get them more excited. I could give them more instant gratification for engaging with my music and coming into my world. So that's when I developed download and link gates. So what these do is they give fans instant rewards, downloads, access to exclusive content, videos maybe, PDFs, whatever you have. And you get this when fans start following you, or pre-save your music, or add you to a playlist, or save your music, repost your music, any of this, right? So it's an amazing way for fans to engage and get an instant reward back. And this really became a fantastic machine to put an irresistible offer in front of an audience of dream fans and then just get those into your world. And by the way, these gates, they also capture a fan's email address, which is a really, really important tool for what Tony taught us as the third step, which is then over deliver. So know your dream fans, know your irresistible offer, and then over deliver. Because when you over deliver, you turn those fans into super fans. And for us as musicians, this is where it's at. I try to over deliver through my email list. So every week I get in touch with my audience, and I share a lot of free stuff. I share free music. I share behind the scenes footage of how I make new music. And sometimes I ask my audience, what do you guys like? What do you want to see more of? What can I do for you? And they let me know, and I give it to them. And the more I give, the more goodwill I build up with my audience, so that whenever I have a new merch offer or I have a new song out, it's no problem just asking them for their support back. And because I've built up such a good amount of goodwill, they will then go to my merch store and support me and buy merchandise or buy music or pre-save a new track if that's what I'm trying to do. So this is how you can put yourself in front of a dream audience, know your irresistible offer, share that with your dream audience, and then over deliver. Those 3 steps literally helped me break through with my music and take a completely different approach from trying to be everywhere to narrowing in on my ideal audience and building fantastic relationships with them. And what it did, it helped me from basically being an unrecognized artist who tried to be everywhere at the same time to being really popular in my niche and my genre. I know who my dream fans are, and I'm well recognized in that group for what I do, and I'm well supported by those fans, which helped me break through with my music in that space and make an income stream with my music as well, which eventually allowed me to go full-time with my music. So fantastic advice from Tony Robbins that I'm excited to share and pass on. Now, final note here real quick. You might be wondering, John, well, how do you put yourself in front of those dream fans? You might know who they are, but it might still be very difficult to put yourself out there. For every problem, there are multiple solutions, but the solution that I adopted and love the most are ads. With ads, it's very, very easy to put yourself in front of your dream fans audience in a very laser targeted way. And so I developed a couple of resources to help other music artists with that. If this is something that interests you, just go to musicgrowthengine.com or click on the link that I left on around this video here. There are a couple resources that help music artists leverage ads and leverage rapid rewards and download and link aids in a way that helps you acquire real and raving fans for your music really, really, really fast. And that's available at musicgrowthengine.com. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.